like to have a conversation about why the mainstream media is ignoring allegations that former President Bill Clinton was seen on Epstein's private island on more than one occasion, where allegedly young women and minors were trafficked and sexually abused. Also on more than one occasion. For those of you who don't know, transcripts relating to Jeffrey Epstein recently went viral, and it should come as a shock to no one that the mainstream media has done everything in its power to ignore them entirely. And while Clinton denies the allegations against him, despite the fact that he appeared on Epstein's flight log more times than he'd care to admit, anything relating to these transcripts has conveniently been left out of any and all media coverage. Which again, shouldn't be particularly shocking to anyone. I think at this point, most of us know and understand that the mainstream media is not on our side. That has become increasingly clear with their coverage of Trump, American politics, Black Lives Matter, and the myriad of other social issues that they use to divide us. But let's be real, had anyone claimed that they'd seen Trump on Epstein's island, or anything connecting him to the man at all, the media would be having an absolute field day. It would be in every newspaper, on every talk show. CNN would be salivating. But when it comes to elite celebrities and former presidents participating in not only child trafficking, but sex trafficking, the media is resoundingly silent. And that is a huge problem. Now, I'm not saying whether or not these allegations against Bill Clinton are legitimate. I'm not even really commenting on whether he is innocent or otherwise. But the media have never cared about that. Not when they push the Jussie Smollett story, not when they push the Bubba Wallace story, not when they've pushed any and all allegations against Donald Trump or any other conservative figure. The media is currently more interested in talking about literally anything else than addressing the fact that a former president of the United States was seen on an island where minors were trafficked and sexually abused. Child sex trafficking is a huge issue not only in the United States but around the world, and we know for a fact that Epstein and his friends participated in this on a huge scale. The media has already let stories about Epstein lapse, refusing to cover him in any great detail. And no surprises here, but it looks like that's going to happen all over again. The hypocrisy of the mainstream media is so overt that we have to acknowledge the fact that their primary objective is to attack Trump at every opportunity, even to the detriment of other incredibly important stories. Which I guess is good news for Bill Clinton, who has managed to escape miraculously any and all media coverage about ridiculously serious allegations. Which, now that I'm thinking about it, is actually pretty good news for the journalists prepared to cover this story. You know, wouldn't want any of them committing suicide.